What's going on YouTube, and welcome back to the channel. I hope you guys are having a great start to your Thursday. So I wanted to come on here and talk about a couple of things. So let's go ahead and start off with this Jermaine Dupri news. Alright, so Jermaine Dupri is once again in some financial trouble. The IRS is threatening to seize his assets if he doesn't pay $500,000. This isn't the first time that Jermaine Dupri has had issues with the IRS. Back in 2014, they took his mansion. It was a $5 million mansion. And also, SunTrust sued him for $1.9 million because Jermaine defaulted on a 2010 loan that he got from SunTrust. I believe that loan was for $5 million, if my memory serves me correct. So Jermaine Dupri has been through the ringer financially ever since 2008. That's when his money problem started. And so you would think that this brother that produced that many hits would have some money, saved away for a rainy day, and wouldn't have to deal with this type of embarrassment over and over when it comes to his finances. Because back in 1997, he said that,
slacking on your pimping, turn it up, see the money ain't a thing.
Well, not for Jay-Z, but apparently for you, money is a thing, and you didn't take care of your money, and so this is why you keep finding yourself in the same position. So guys, let's take a moment to read what Radar Online had to say in regards to Jermaine Dupri's finances. Alright, so it says that Jermaine Dupri was hit with a $500,000 federal tax lien, and this is what they're saying. The document accuses the uber successful producer of owing a ton of money for the years 2013 through 2018. The grand total owed for the years comes to $493,095, which includes a ton of penalties and interest since the bills remained unpaid for years. The breakdown of the bill is $52,880.22 in 2013, $108,230.96 in 2014, $84,570 in 2015, $71,080.88 in 2016, $71,207 in 2017, and $105,125.33 in 2018. The IRS warns Dupri if he doesn't cough up the money quickly, they will begin the process of seizing his property and assets. Alright, so things are not looking well for Jermaine Dupri in the financial department, but I hope things get better. Now, if you guys would allow me, I would like to kick a little shade. Can I kick a little shade?
Yes, you can.
So what's mighty funny to me is that, I told you guys that Jermaine Dupri started having money issues back in 2008. Now, what's funny about this time frame is the fact that he was dating Janet Jackson from around 2001 to 2008. And ironically, the two broke up in 2008. And so Janet was like, I'm not finna pay your taxes. And so Janet took her and her $150 million net worth and got gone. She got out of Jermaine Dupri's way and said, yo, you need to find out your financial stability on your own, partner. I'm out of here. Now, I'm just joking. I'm not saying that that is what actually happened, but it definitely raises an eyebrow when you see the year in which they broke up happens to be the same year that Jermaine Dupri started having financial issues. But anyway, we hope the best for Jermaine Dupri. We hope you climb out of that financial hole and get yourself back to where you need to be and where you want to be. All right, brother? Peace. Alright, so let's move along and talk about this Mariah and JayZ situation. So you guys know that I did a video in regards to JayZ and Mariah having a big fallout because Mariah Carey was upset with the label, and basically she ended up walking out saying that she didn't want anything to do with JayZ or the label. And so that is true, but Mariah is denying that her and JayZ got into an explosive argument over the label. She said that that's completely not true and that JayZ is like her brother. Now, I want to take the time to read to you all what Mariah posted on Instagram and what she had to say in regards to this situation. So Mariah says, the only explosive situation I'd ever get into with Hove is a creative tangent, such as our #1 song, Heartbreaker. To the people who make up these lies, I say poof, vamoose, son of a blank. Alright, so Mariah is citing that there are no issues between her and Hove and that they're all good. But what I am hearing is that the reason why Mariah Carey wanted out of Roc Nation is because she wanted a smaller team. At Roc Nation, there was about 20 people that were working on her project. She has an upcoming album coming out, and it was like 20 people. She wanted to reduce that size to a minimum of, I think, 6 or 7 to 10 people, I believe, around that range, because it's more comforting for her. You know, she likes that tight-knit group to work with when she's working on an album. And so that is what Mariah is saying, that the reason for her leaving Roc Nation is the fact that she wanted a tight-knit group. And I still believe that Jay-Z wasn't feeling her new music and wasn't ready to push the new music out there because it was just whack, in my opinion. I believe that there was a fallout between her and Jay-Z about her album and what Jay-Z thought about the album. And so whether they got into an argument or a heated discussion, it really doesn't matter. I do think that there's something that went down there, but at the same time, she's saying that it's not. But anyway, the only request that I have for Mariah is the next time that she actually sings live, please stop tapping that earpiece. Don't tap that earpiece no more, girl.
I say, girl, you do not have to tap that ear, girl, because the mic is right. It's that note. It's the note that ain't coming through right, not the mic. We're gonna make it happen. I say, girl, you can't make you can't hear you out of nowhere. I say, Mariah, girl.
Alright, so let's move along to the last story. I want to talk about Katt Williams actually calling out Cedric the Entertainer for stealing one of his jokes. Now, this is a very unfortunate situation because at the time Katt Williams revered Cedric. You know, Katt was nowhere near who he is today at that particular time. And so for you to have your joke stolen from you, and on top of that, you bought the ticket to see this man perform, and he's up there telling your joke that you created. You know, that's just a double slap in the face. Now, I believe Katt. I believe everything that Katt is saying, because one thing that I can respect about Katt, he seems to be one of the real ones out there that's not going to sell his soul for fortune and fame. And I respect that about Katt. He's outspoken. He'll tell it like it is. And sometimes I worry about him and his safety because he's so real and outspoken. But, you know, Katt talked about this situation, so I want you guys to take a listen to what Katt had to say in regards to Cedric, the Entertainer, actually stealing his material.
Well, when it initially happened to me, it crushed me just because the comedian was already bigger and more famous than me, and he took my closing joke and made it his closing joke on Kings of Comedy. The reason it hit so bad was that I was in the theater. I paid my money to go see Kings of Comedy, and to see my joke being there and not me was about as disrespectful as it gets in our craft. And I really took it really personally with Cedric the Entertainer at that time. Now, since then, I've done enough work with 10 comedy specials. You either have to write your own jokes or you're telling a variation of my joke, whether you acknowledge it or not. But as artists, we have to understand that it either goes one or two ways. Either you are originally creating or you are borrowing bits and pieces. And the only problem is a lot of these comics, they only got famous in the pandemic. They just got hot. And a lot of them ain't gonna make it out the pandemic.
Now, when Katt was asked, has he ever spoken to Cedric about the incident, he said, "I'm not that type of comedian. I'm going in your mouth where the joke is when you steal my jokes. And I have a reputation in this industry that if you steal my joke, you're going to be missing a tooth or two." So Katt Williams is still hot about this situation involving Cedric the Entertainer, and the two have not resolved this issue. Alright, so I'm going to play you guys a snippet of the joke that Katt is actually talking about. Now, you know, I can't play too much, but I'm going to play you guys a snippet, and also I'm going to give you the information where you can go on YouTube and actually look it up yourself and see the whole joke in its entirety. Alright?
They think they're going to leave us down here on Earth. They're going to move to the moon.
Alright, so you guys just saw that, right? Now, this is where you can see this video in its entirety. It's called Cedric the Entertainer Space Shuttle Kings of Comedy, all right? This is where Katt said that Cedric stole his joke. And so, you know, this is very crazy, in my opinion, because, you know, they both work in the same field, and for them not to cross one another and have a situation, you know, happen between the two of them, you know, that's very fortunate in my opinion, because Katt seems to still be upset about it. He still seems heated about this situation. Now, Cedric has yet to respond to these accusations that he actually stole this material from Katt. So I will be sitting here waiting, just like the rest of you guys, to hear what Cedric had to say in regards to this situation. Because if he did steal this material, you know, man to man, whether he does it publicly or not, he needs to apologize to Katt. He needs to make things as right as he can with Katt, because that's not right. You don't go around stealing somebody else's material and then, you know, using it as it's your own. But anyway, I'm gonna let this go and let y'all have that in the comments. Drop down to give me your thoughts and assessments on the Jermaine Dupri situation, the Jay-Z and Mariah situation, and Katt versus Cedric the Entertainer. All right. Don't forget to like, comment, share, and subscribe, and I'll get with you in the next video. Thanks for watching. Peace.